Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another grounded build video where today we're going to be going over a new cool build that I decided to do because there hasn't really been a whole lot of grounded stuff on the channel lately, and I thought, hey, let's do something cool and let's build something pretty big. And an idea that I just kind of came up with. I know I wanted to do these build videos a little bit earlier, but there was a lot of scheduling things that happened that made it so I couldn't get them done. So now I've went ahead and done one of them here. Now, I understand before all of you guys see this and start going, Sim, this is a huge build. This would take hundreds of hours and a ton of materials, and this is very unrealistic. I know. I built this specifically in creative to be a creative build. If you want to build this outside of creative, that's really cool as well. Also, before we go any further, I do want to point out very clearly that I did not take this idea from anybody, but at the same time, I did not go out and look to see if anybody built something like this. So if somebody else built something like this, please let me know down in the comments. Just let me know, or go to my Discord and let me know as well, and I will give them a shout out in the next video that I do, saying, hey, you know, sorry, I didn't mean to copy your build, but I thought that this was a good idea, so I went ahead and built it this morning. So what I've gone ahead and built over here, guys, is I built more or less just a little basketball arena. So thinking about the fact that basketball is a big prominent part in this game, I thought what better thing to do than go through and build myself a basketball court. I thought it would be fun. So what I've done is I've built I think it's a 10 by 5 basketball court, all in all, is what it is, with 2 hoops on each side, and then bleachers. There is a changing room for the teams to go and do some changing, and then there is a custom staircase to go up here, and then even a nice roof to keep out the rain when they finally add weather to the game. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back into my standard little Pete mode here, and then we are going to take a first-person walk through the base that I have built. So right over here, you'll see that you have a nice kind of slightly hidden staircase that leads up to the build itself. So these spiral staircases, I love them. I wish they went both ways so I could have put this on the other side, but it is what it is. So walking around this area, you will see you have now entered the basketball court. So the basketball court's pretty cool. You have the pirates on this side versus the spiders on that side. And we have a couple of the players out here playing right now. I just used the ant totems because I thought that would be fun. And then I put down a couple chairs, what is it called? Courtside, for people to come to sit down and watch the game be played out. And then obviously the VIP purple chairs as well. This overall build in creative mode took me about an hour to do, just because of some of the intricacies that I tried to go through with doing, with including building out a nice roof, giving myself a big hanging lantern like thing at the center of the court to light up the court at night, and then these bleachers as well with the custom lights. Now these lights are able to be attached to the railings as they are right here. It's kind of finicky to do, but you can do this. It takes some pretty good placement, and as long as you place them right in the right spot, you can barely notice they're there. In fact, if you get really good, you'll notice that you can get some of them that go right underneath the leaf, and they're almost just inside of it. They produce the light, but you can barely see the torch, which I like. What I've gone ahead and did as well is I've given us 2 sets of bleachers, so one up here and one down here, with a nice staircase on each side that will lead up to the second level. Now, this side, it's not as finished, I would say. I would need your guys' help if you think we should do anything else over here, maybe some concession stands or something like that. This is currently just a placeholder for an area that could go off this way, but for now I have just went ahead and left it like this. This staircase obviously will lead up and go off over that way. Now, before you guys ask, Sim, where did you put all of the changing rooms and stuff? We are right through this door over here. So this door is normally closed during gameplay, but if we open it up and we go on over this way and we follow the cool arrow, you will notice that we have a nice enclosed room right down here where the players can come and swap out their uniforms for their casual wear and go back out in the backyard and continue on surviving. I didn't think about what kind of armor each team should be wearing, if I should get like some spider armor versus like some grub armor or something like that for the player's jersey. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think that I should put on these armor dummies, or if you guys have any other tips on how you would improve this. Now, please realize that I have built this on top of this rock for no other reason than I wanted to build this on top of this rock. And it did take a lot of scaffolding underneath And it took some scaffolding that I built down over on this side that goes all the way down to the ground. There is a cool area underneath where my little buddy, the bombardier beetle, likes to hang out. But at the end of the day, like I said, there's no reason I really built this here. I built it here just because I thought it would look cool, but then it made me realize that this area really wasn't big enough for the size of basketball court that I wanted to make. So in hindsight, would I build this somewhere else in the future? Yes, I would. I would really like to build this maybe over closer to the pond, maybe up in one of the new areas that's coming in 10.0, or other things like that. Now, if we go up and we look at the chandelier, I wanted to point something out about this. So you'll see that these are foundations or scaffolding that is half down. This is on purpose. I did it like this because I didn't want it hanging too low into the basketball court. I really wanted it to be up in the air. And the other cool thing about these scaffoldings being down here like this is you could technically make the center rink board that goes up as well. But I just went ahead and did it this way. I thought that this would look the best. I know that I only have 6 people on the court, and I know that there's normally a lot more people than that on your standard basketball court. But guys, let's face it. This is a backyard, this is grounded, and hey, this is just a fun little build that I decided to do to try to do something new. So, like I said before, guys, I would love to know if you guys have any other comments or upgrades that you think that I could do to this. Maybe we could find out a way to give some roofing to the people who are sitting out in the stands, because at the end of the day, these guys aren't getting wet, and I'd hate for the basketball court to get wet, obviously. But at the same time, my guests are all getting completely soaked. So if you guys have a cool idea of how to add a really neat little roof over the top of them without it just being your standard sim, why don't you just go put a floor above it and call it good? No, I want something cool. I want something that you guys think is neat. I was thinking maybe some Coliseum-like circular shades or something like that. Maybe we'll wait until we get the feather roofs from the next update. We'll just have to see. But guys, that is all the time that I have for this video. Thank you guys all so much for clicking and tapping on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe today for more awesome Grounded builds and update videos on everything that comes out for Grounded. Make sure you guys hit that like button and leave me a comment down below that you guys watched all the way to the end, and I'll make sure that I heart your guys' comment. Also, I would love to know if there's any other build ideas that you guys have for large scale builds that you would like to see, or if you guys would like to see any sort of time-lapse videos of me doing these builds. But thank you guys so much, and I will see all of you guys in the next one.